Our first interview on the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show brought to you by Salvatore's Pizza and our specialties hotline. Spencerport girls soccer, certainly a frequent guest over the last few years. There's a reason for that. It's because they keep winning Section 5 titles. And two of their key players will join Coach Schneider. Let's introduce them first. I always go with defense first. That's what wins championships, right, Emma? Emma Taylor, a junior, central defender, or center back for the Rangers. And also Corynna Rotoli. See, Corynna, I didn't have to ask you how to pronounce the last name, right? Did I get that one right? Yeah. Well, I'm Italian, so we know how to say those things. She's a senior forward, 13 goals, 6 assists. Last year, 14 goals. So obviously, if this was a full season, you're on a great pace. Ladies, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. This is going to be played the day of the game, Coach Schneider. You'll be playing, this will be on Saturday, 6 p.m. You'll be playing Eastridge or Greece Athena, a dangerous number 9 seed, certainly a team you have some history with. Coach Jamie Schneider, welcome. 9 shutouts on the season, 10 seniors on this team, hopefully going for one for the thumb, a 5th straight championship. How have you been able to sustain this?
You know, every group that's been coming up has just learned from the previous group. They work extremely hard in the off season, which is key here in Monroe County with competitive sports. And the next group has really stepped it up. A lot of work in the off season, and then to put it all together during the season. A lot of hard work, but enjoy it while we do it.
So, Corynna, you've been on the team for 3 years and been a part of obviously 2 previous championship teams. How much of that championship pedigree have you been able to learn and adapt and pass on to your other teammates? Because I'm sure that there is a certain way of doing things and that you learn as you go and you pass that on. How big of a thing is that for you?
I think it's really big just because obviously when I was a sophomore, we did win sectionals, and it was honestly just great to be a part of what Schneider says, something bigger than yourself. And for me, when Leah and Aaron were there, learning from them and just their leadership allowed us to, I think, get where we are right now. And our hope is that as captains, we will be able to give that to the younger girls so that next year, when Emma's a senior, they'll be able to hopefully go the same route and go for a sectional title again.
We're talking some Spencerport girls soccer here on the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show. Emma, this is a team that has 2 different goalies, Kate Burns and Kaylee DiGiaco. How'd I do there? Did I get that one? No? Coach? DiGiaco? DiGiaco.
Okay.
Close. It was close. Time. And you have this is a new goalie, right? You guys lost some of your leaders in the back. Emma, what's it been like having a new goalie back there?
I mean, both of our goalies have been doing really well this season. Obviously, they've only let in 4 goals, so they've been doing well. And Kate's only a freshman, but she's really strong back there, and she's actually been a great leader on the team, and she definitely leads from the back.
9 shutouts, which is really impressive, ladies. Coach Schneider, these are obviously they're both doing well. So you're going with this sharing the duties, and it's every half.
Yeah,
not every game. Why every half? Not every game.
You know, it wasn't what we were planning on. We were hoping, or the thought was, you know, obviously a little bit start to the different of the season, no scrimmages and training. They were both competing and even. We thought they would separate themselves, you know, as the season progressed, especially in games, giving them both an opportunity. And, you know, they both done very well. And my staff and I have, you know, at this point, we wanted to name a starter, and, you know, it's gone back and forth. But to be honest with you, at the end of the day, I made the decision that there isn't enough separation yet, and we like the rhythm. And I mean, it could change before sectionals, but right now, that's a game plan, and we're sticking with it.
It's working. If it ain't broke, right?
Yeah.
Steve?
Emma, what do you like most about your team and your teammates?
Well, I think that our team works really well together, and like we all are just like great teammates, and we really like on and off the field, we're all like friends, and that kind of like correlates to how we play on the field. we're all always positive with each other, and it all just kind of brings the game together, and it really helps out with that.
So, Corynna, 4 championships in a row. Does this group feel pressure, or do you create expectations that are higher in the team than anybody outside the team has? So it's not one of those blessing and curse things. It's just a motivation, and your team tries to be the best it can be every day and just continue to improve.
Yeah, I think I don't really think it has anything to do with pressure yet, though, that we've gone back to back how many times, but it seems that it's from the individuals on the team. We all really work for that, and going to practice every day, that is the end goal. I mean, normally it's regionals and states, but this year, it just being sectionals, we're there every day, lucky to be there, and being thankful for that. So I think personally, it's just, we're striving to be better every single day. And with that comes the abilities to win a sectional championship.
All right, got a real quick one. Emma Taylor, favorite female soccer player that you like to watch play, if you have one.
I like Tobin Heath.
Corynna?
Alex Morgan.
Alex Morgan. Knew it was coming. Abby Wambach, where have you gone? Coach Schneider, you got some other weapons on this team. Certainly the name Brongo is familiar in the Spencerport soccer circles. 3 goals, 8 assists for Lily Brongo. Alyssa Hackett with 4 and 3. Bree DeHaan, 5 and 1. Elena Solano, I think she's a younger player, 4 and 1. How diverse of this? I mean, you used to have some studs, right? The Kuykendalls and the Wengenders, and the Walls. Is this group more diverse in its talent around the whole room?
In a way, we have some, we're a little more complete in different ways. It looks a little bit different. It's hard to compare, but this team across the board in its own way is just a complete soccer team. Last year was a lot of leadership to get us back to the state finals and to win a sectional championship. And this team just has that leadership and that desire, but a lot of talent across the board in every position. And, we got a good mixture of senior leadership across the board, but younger players. So it's just, it's a really good team right now, and complete across the board.
Jamie, whenever we've talked, you have always mentioned that how players have grown into their roles, and how important is it to have that development come up through where the players who step in aren't phased by the moment and it's not too big for them, so they're ready to perform regardless of the circumstances. Is that something that's learned, or is that something that people are born with?
I think it's a little of both, but in our program, the fortunate success that we worked hard for, it's sometimes hard to put your finger on it. I'm good friends with a lot of good coaches. Bill Jockato, our wrestling coach, he was always like, come up with your blueprint, of your program in season, out of season. And it was hard to put, we knew we worked hard in the off season with our feeder programs and everything, but in order to take all that talent and put it together, we kind of came up with the it factor to deal with the pressure, all the games, and what they've done. It's a lot of them, just a lot of great character and kids, a lot of successful kids putting it all together to do that. And it's kind of learned it. Like we said at the beginning, it's kind of learned from group to group. It's something you're always working on. There's a lot of things that could go wrong, but they've just stayed focused with, one day at a time, play our best soccer, focus on us, and put it all together at the end of the day.
I know our radio audience can't see this, but ladies, I was trying to go with the Schneider spike here today. I couldn't really get it going there. It's pretty. Look at that. It's like it's like a mold. He must have a mold he puts on at the start of the morning. There's my spike.
I think it's a level 10 gel.
Well, listen. I know you're not going to get a chance to play in states, but you certainly have a chance to do something special, which is win your last match of the season. Not many teams get to do that, and wishing the Rangers the best of luck. One for the thumb, ladies. Good luck. Emma, thanks for being on the show. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Corynna, my name sounds like a type of spaghetti. I love it. That actually might be a noodle. Is it? Rotoli? It might be. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check the cupboard.
Google it.
And Coach Schneider, thanks for being on the show again. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
As we
You
had
too,
to break, I
thanks.
want to tell you about my friends and from Bath Fitter, 617-0007. It's an easy number to remember, 617-0007. Remodel with confidence, remodel with Bath Fitter. They can remake your bathroom in 1 day. 1 day, and boom, you got a new bathroom. There's a reason the Rochester area is top 5 in volume throughout the entire country for Bath Fitter sales. It's because they do great work around here. So please check them out. Bathfitter.com, 617-0007. We'll take our first break. You're listening to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show on Fox Sports 1280.